Hey everybody, today I'm going to be breaking down Interstellar. Um so in case you haven't seen Interstellar, it's basically it's a Christopher Nolan film, came out in 2014, one of my favorite movies. Basically follows a former pilot who is being sent on a space mission to save humanity because malnutrition and like global warming and stuff took over. It takes place like there's no really set time, but it's probably like 80 years in the future, maybe 100 years in the future. But it starts out a mission about saving the human race, and it becomes much deeper about time, love, and just humanity in general. Um, Instead of just reviewing the film, I'm going to use a theory by the Roland Barthes called the Five Codes of Semantics. These help us understand Interstellar at like much deeper levels. So the five codes are going to be the hermeneutic code, the mysteries that hook us in, the parioeretic code, the actions that build momentum, the semantic code, when simple things carry extra meaning, the symbolic code, which has like opposites and like breaks down like opposites and deeper ideas to like basic parts of the film, and the cultural code, which is what the story assumes we already know from the real world. So first we'll start with the hermeneutic code, the mystery. Interstellar opens with mystery right away. Why is Earth dying? It doesn't really explain it, but like as the film continues, it starts to build up a little more. What's the ghost in Murph's room? So basically, there's a little girl who's the daughter of the pilot, and there's like weird stuff happening in the house that they don't understand. They blame it on gravity and stuff, but that's not actually who it ends up being, and it's who is sending Cooper and his family like messages and coordinates to certain places that lead them to do certain things that ultimately let him save the world. And what is the meaning by they that the characters keep referring to? There's like things later in the film where mysteries happen and they refer to what happened as they, like they sent us, and everybody's like, who's they? Like no one really knows. These build suspense and curiosity, and then you slowly get answers throughout the film, especially like the powerful twist in the end where Cooper realizes that he is the ghost in Murph's room. He is they, and they are just humans from the future that are trying to save them past selves. The next code, the proaretic code, the actions. So Cooper choosing to leave Earth. So basically, this isn't just a short 1 year mission, even though 1 year is not even short. He actually ends up being gone forever. Well, not forever, for like 60 years, because gravity and time are relative. And like one of the planets he goes to, 1 hour on that planet is like 7 years here, and he gets stranded there for like a couple, like he gets stranded there for like a while. And then traveling through the wormholes, another one, exploring strange planets with high risks, Dr. Man's betrayal, and the docking sequence, which is the coolest scene of the film. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. I can't even explain that. That was just so cool. And then it's Cooper falling into the black hole to save Brand. This is like the end of the film when he ends up actually sending codes back to humanity and figuring out that he's the ghost and saves humanity. Next is the semantic code. So this helps us catch a deeper meaning. This is when Murph, the daughter, finally decodes the gravity. The concept of time measured in minutes or years becomes emotional. Every minute lost years away from the loved ones. So basically later in the film, like I said, when he goes to the planet, so every minute is 7 years on Earth, and it just all adds up so quick, and he actually ends up coming home to his daughter being older than him. And then the symbolic code. So this is Earth versus space, and logic versus emotion, and staying versus leaving, and life versus death, which all play like a major role in this. It's all decisions that alter decisions that alter what happens in the future, but it's not just the future of these people, it's the future of humanity in general. They go into themes like sacrifice, survival, and trust. And like Cooper has to leave his daughter and his son to maybe never come back, and he does, but it's at the end of his daughter's life. But he did save humanity. And then the cultural code. The movie uses real science from physicists like black holes, wormholes, and time dilation, and NASA and space exploration, and like what we understand about space. They implemented to this, and they said people said it's like one of the most real breakdowns of space and time and relativity. So yeah, that's the breakdown. So when you break down Interstellar using the Roland Barthes five codes, you may see it more than just a sci-fi adventure. It's a layered film about love, time, sacrifice, and human resilience. Sematics give us a tool to uncover those deeper meanings, and what's cool for every viewer might find is that every viewer might find something different. That's what makes film analysis so powerful. I highly recommend that everybody watching this watches Interstellar if you haven't already. Easily gonna go down in history as one of the best movies ever. I mean, Christopher Nolan is just really good at making movies in general. But yeah, I highly suggest you read it, and it's been a good semester. So yeah.